Hey everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be installing a front splitter and side skirts on my 2020 Kia Stinger GT. Alright, so the front splitter and side skirts are just generic Amazon eBay finds, so we'll have to probably make them fit. We're not sure quite how it's going to work, but first let's jump into installing the front splitter. Alright, so this is all that came with the front splitter. You got the front splitter in 3 pieces, some double-sided triple M tape, and a bag of screws and washers. Alright, the first part of this installation is going to be hooking all the parts together. The next part of the installation is that the 6 tabs there line up with the 6 OEM holes on the bumper, so I'm going to take out those plugs. Okay, I'm missing a bunch of those. Alright, so now that I have an idea of where it's going to go, I'm going to add this double-sided tape right on the inside. Now I'm going to install the front splitter up onto the bumper. I only have 2 of these. I'm going to put these 2 and this one and the equivalent on the other side. Lastly, the kit came with the self-tapping screws, so there are already pre-drilled holes underneath for these screws to go in. So I'm just going to screw them in all of it around there. All right, so I actually have to jack the car up so I can get my power drill up underneath. Alright guys, so that's the front splitter install. That one was pretty easy since it came with already the holes that lined up with the OEM. They did send an extra 3 to 4 screws and 3 to 4 washers. So 3M tape, I would have probably stuck it a little bit further back now. Now that I can see it, you probably should stick it, now that I think about it looking down, you should stick it on the back end or something. It doesn't really matter, or don't use it at all. Anyway, so that's the install of the front splitter. I like it a lot better. Makes the car look a little bit more aggressive. Let's move on to the side splitters. All right, so these are the side splitters that I got. This is just the passenger side. It's 3 different pieces. There's no instructions once again that came with this. All right guys, so I looked online and there's no instructions, so I'm just gonna have to wing this completely and we'll see how it goes. But first off, this piece was too long. You're supposed to cut it at, it says the predetermined parts, but that doesn't work for me. Put this all together and then tape mock it up to where I want it on the car and then screw it in. That's what I'm thinking for the side splitters. Take a second. You have to here. Tape that down. All right, everybody, so that's the install for the side splitter. I only got the passenger side done. I'll go do the driver's side, but it's not horrendous. It looks a little cheap on the connections because that's the way it is, and it sucks a little, but I don't mind. I didn't want expensive side splitters because they're just gonna get damaged anyway. All right, as you guys see now, the installation for the side skirt and front splitter are all done. As you can see, I'm wearing, maybe you can tell, I'm wearing something different than I was during the installation. That's because it's been a week and I just wanted to make sure that I like the side skirts. First, I wasn't quite sure about them, but given a week's time, I actually really like them and I like the way that it makes the car look. If you guys want to pick up yourself a front splitter or side skirts, there are links to them down below in the description to the Amazon. But the only thing I would say is for this, since it's all hand drilled, I went with about 2 inches from the edge of the car to the edge of the side, skirt all the way up and down. It's not perfect, but close enough. But anyway, if you guys are enjoying my type of content, once again, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, put on notifications, all the above. They help me out tremendously. And that way you guys can see more content of what I do. But anyway, thank you guys once again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.